Hello viewers, artists, and those alike, to the Art Lounge Alley. This is the project stream, and you guys will see the current project that I'm working on in just a moment. Just wanted to introduce newcomers to the Patreon page. It's going to be a pretty quick summary of it. The link to the Patreon page of Art Lounge Alley is posted in the Twitch channel. I highly encourage you guys to check it out on your own time, at your own pace, and read through it. And if you have any questions, you can always ask me through chat or through other social media platforms, and I'll be happy to answer them. So quickly, Tier 1 official patron, $2 per month, pretty easy, simple. You will have your name listed in the credits. I'm going to start doing credits at the end of the stream as a way to say thank you guys for supporting it and keeping it going. Next, we got Tier 2 All Access Patron. You get all the previous tier benefits, plus having early access to finished pages and exclusive content. You guys will have pretty much access to all of my work, starting with Tier 2. Next, we got Tier 3 Critique Submission Tier. This is going to be held every Friday from 8 p.m. until 10 p.m. So if you'd like to submit work to be critiqued live on stream with helpful hints on where you can improve and get a chance to have your work featured on the stream, this tier is for you. And this is something that I forget to mention. I will also be promoting your social media platform if you have one and you would like other people to check out what you got going. So include that as well when you submit your work to be critiqued through the Discord channel. There's some requirements on there, read through them as I mentioned. This is pretty much just a quick rundown of each tier. Then we got Kickstarter Patron, $25 per month. This is an opportunity for you guys to get a high resolution digital painting of you done personally on the Art Lounge Alley. This is going to be held on Thursdays from 8 until 10 as well. So once you guys pledge to this tier and you send me a photo of you from your head down to your chest, I will start doing that digital painting and I'll send it to you once it's done for you to do as you will. Make it your social media profile photo, send it to a loved one. But I do encourage you guys to make it more fun, make it more interesting, express yourself, be as creative about it as you'd like, so masks, makeup, glasses, making expressive face expressions, wearing hats and accessories, or all of those, or none of those, really. It's not a requirement, it's just something to make things more fun and interesting. Next, we got the Artist Promotion, Tier 4. So if you're an intermediate or advanced artist, you want to get some airtime, promotion on stream, and it's open to all sorts of artists, so the list is here. You could read through it, and it is a pretty long one here, so as I mentioned, take your time and read through it and ask any questions you got. So in this tier you will get that 5-minute promotion time, and you will also be your social media platform, your website, whatever it is, will also be featured on the Art Lounge Alley. So it's some exciting news there. Then we got Tier 5 Private Tutoring. Pretty self-explanatory. It's limited to 15 people, and you will get a 30-minute video per week based on what you send me when you pledge for this tier, helping you improve in the drawing, helping you improve on whatever your subject is there, and there will be homework as well to keep that fire burning, making sure you keep practicing throughout the week, and help you stay inspired until the next video that comes next week. You'll also get a private Discord channel dedicated just for you. So each 15 of you will have your own private channel between me and you, where you can leave me questions, comments, your progress, that sort of thing, and I'll write you back and talk about it in the next video that I send you. So that's pretty much it, y'all. As I mentioned, the link is posted in the Twitch channel along with all the other social media platforms, so you can take your time and read through it yourselves. So that pretty much does it. I'm gonna jump over into the project stream. So this is something that I've been thinking about for a while, and I finally decided to just jump into it. Should have done it sooner, but the previous one, I really loved that one as well. The previous project that I finished, I really enjoyed it. I will be posting that pretty soon on all the other social media platforms. Patrons get early access to it. Patrons are able to just see it right away now if you once you pledge to it, along with other work that's been completed and actually has never been posted to any of the social media platforms. There's been sneak peeks, there's been little hints of it here and there, but there's several things that are posted right now on the Patreon page that aren't posted anywhere else. So check that out as well. So getting back into this, I just wanted to create an environment for this main character. Obviously, you could see who that is in this photo. Still kind of playing around with like the background characters as well. Like this guy came out pretty cool. I really like how he turned out in the front here. Still have to think of what the other ones really are going to look like. That's the main character. Those are other sketches. So I'm going to create a new file, new folder, not a new folder, new layer. I'm going to create a new layer. And sorry guys, just hold on 1 minute. I'm gonna get a drink of water. All right. Yeah, so I'm going to create a new layer here. And that way I can make sure that the rest doesn't get disturbed. Some bases here. Still want to play around with the faces though. And the question is, how far away from the buildings is he? Whoa. I want to say about there is right, because the further back he goes, the smaller he's going to get, and eventually he'll be the right size to like walk through the door. And I can help that by defining the size of the people in the back. This is the beauty of creating comics, and the incredible amount of challenge it is as well, is because you're really kind of designing pretty much everything. You're designing the costumes, you're designing the shots, the scenes, the story, the poses, everything really coming from your imagination. So for those people who say comic book art isn't really considered art, it's incredibly ridiculous and ignorant. So on this phase, I'm still playing around. Obviously, as you guys can see, I'm still playing around with pretty much everything here. Like, there isn't anything definitive about most of these drawings. Got this other device that is hanging around this guy's head. So the same idea as everybody being plugged in. Always having technology on them. It's also kind of funny to hear from people who are talking about things like, oh, that's not natural. You know, but I don't think there's anything natural about walking around with technology constantly around you or constantly on you. So it kind of like plays on that. And I do find it interesting now, like, you know, I'm coming from a generation where there was years upon years of no technology, really. Like, you would just, when you would go out, or you were to go out and hang out with people, you would agree to meet somewhere. You know, there was no cell phones. There were no cell phones, there were pay phones. You know, you could make a phone call, but you weren't calling somebody's cell phone. You would be calling somebody's house, you know, and you would go from there, kind of. And it's just such a vast difference in comparison to now, where people just can't live without technology, can't live without the internet now, where people like lose it when internet is obstructed or not available or whatever else. It's this weird reality that things shifted into. And psychological effect, obviously. Like the fact that people can't be without technology. They can't go out, let's say, and have dinner with each other or interact with each other without looking at their phone at some point and like browsing through things or whatever else. Like I think that's weird. I think it's really weird. It just shows how programmed people are to be anywhere outside of their own existence, kind of like to be in the digital existence, digital world of like Instagram or Facebook or whatever. So I'm trying to figure out whether these people in front should actually be paying attention. Like this guy, for instance, he seems like he's facing the robot playing, but I kind of want to make it seem like people are so plugged in that they just don't even pay attention to that. And I guess part of the story is going to be how he is a character that is fully technological, like fully a robot. And it's just this irony that a robot has absolutely no interest in that digital reality or digital world and is instead playing something that is like an instrument, something that's outside of that digital reality, something that's more engaged in the exterior of reality, in a sense. The interior being the digital reality. So it's just this contrast, these human beings who are more about natural or whatever else, and yet they're completely consumed by computers and all that other stuff. And here's a robot, completely digital, and is more consumed by real world stuff, things outside of the digital world. And I kind of like that contrast. So like, trying to figure out how I'm gonna make this character less engaged. Maybe rather than facing him, it's like 3/4 view, and he's walking at an angle towards the camera. And his digital screen is different. Kind of has that like mask from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like that guy that walked around carrying the brain. I want to remember what his name was. I'm gonna bring it up right now. Oh, his mask is different. But it's kind of similar, I guess. I want to see what his name was. Krug, I want to say maybe. Krug. No. Krang's body. Yeah, like the body of Krang. Yeah, these like glasses kind of similar to this. Or maybe more like Cyclops, right? Like similar to Cyclops. But it's hardwired. I always thought those were pretty cool for like 80s glasses. They weren't a vest of some sort. Totally tuned out. I want to give this guy a good shin. Kind of disgruntled. Hates reality, tuned out. In this digital world of his. You're gonna keep it clean. No facial hair, no stubble. Guess his hands could be in his pockets to suggest being even more lackadaisical and just indifferent. I want to make it a crowded scene, but at the same time, I don't want to cover up too much of, for instance, like the background. Like, I wanted to show some parts of those little stores combined together. dirty street, I would say. Dirty floor. I'm gonna make another one. And I'm gonna draw perspective lines up here. Ooh. I guess zooming out would help. So these lines would help in terms of like the awning. So if I'm drawing the awning here, and I want to show its side, just making sure that it's in perspective. Same thing here. This is the building, let's just say, and this is the side of the building. I want to make sure that it's in perspective. Boo. So this is where the other line would be. Just trying to get a visual understanding of how all these stores are going to be set up. And I think rather than a pole, I want to make it into like one of those thick posts. That are bolted to the floor. I think it kind of helps make it seem like a mix between Western and modern day. It's kind of easy to think of stores as boxes, because essentially that's where it starts. And then from there you could just shape it out to be other things. But at the very beginning, it's a box form. Kind of want to give these windows like a gridlock protection to suggest that this isn't exactly the friendliest neighborhood. Kind of a futuristic door with a scanner. And a slot for a card that you have to put in. And maybe this right here is going to be the speaker. And this is just like the second layer of concept work before committing to anything. I think I might dump the gridlock window. I kind of want to make the window have like neon advertisements on there. This neon post is going to have something written on top. While having these beams kind of keeping it in place. And it's on top of the light bulbs. And despite it being futuristic, there's still some like clunky old cheap hardware that businesses have not gotten rid of. So even though it's a neon sign with lights and such, it's still old. So it's gonna have all this hardware in the background to keep it going. As well as wires kind of hanging loose. And it's going to become a question of like, what are these? I mean, figured out that this is going to be Porky's, but what's Porky's going to be? Kind of want to make this a window. A window of the establishment up here. It's like a sunlight window. Or rather, a window for light. Because the rest of it is going to be... kind of want to add like a steel door somewhere. So just like bolts. Ooh. Too big, but just playing around with design here. But unfortunately, ladies and gents, I'm gonna have to end the stream here for the night. It was fun as always, trying to manifest this drawing, create more scenes. I will be back tomorrow for the same thing, drawing basics at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and a project stream at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Twitch. You guys can always hit the subscribe button to get notification when I'm going to be going live. And you could also check out the social media platforms where I post different stuff, including some of the artwork that I complete on here. So thanks for tuning in, y'all. I will see you tomorrow.